watercolor, clay, pencils, paint. Long ago, the four materials lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the iPad kids attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he downloaded Procreate. So as you probably learned in that beautifully edited intro, I've been drawing strictly digitally for the past 5 years, give or take, but I used to do everything traditionally. I did watercolor, ink, pencil, marker, you name it, I probably did it. But that all changed when I got my iPad for Christmas of 2019.
Mwah.
But now it's been over half a decade of me drawing on my iPad, and I wanna see if I still have what it takes to be an artist on paper. So today I'm gonna be recreating this drawing that I did on my iPad on Procreate, and I'm gonna draw it on paper with markers and colored pencils. I'm scared. But before we get into the actual drawing, I have to go see what supplies I even have anymore. I don't know what I've kept over the years. I went to college and back, like I don't know where things are anymore. So we're gonna have to go downstairs to my art cemetery / storage shelf and see what we can find. Let's go. Here is the art shelf. I'm gonna pull some things out and we're gonna go through and see what we can find. So I definitely need paper, and there's like a specific kind of paper I would use. I don't even remember. It was kind of mixed media, but like smoother. We also have this thing that my mom made for me back in like 2017. So I could put and store all of my markers and colored pencils. This looks promising, maybe. Ooh, mixed media. This is huge. Look at this. I can barely hold it up. It's so heavy. There's so much random stuff in here. I don't even know what this stuff is from. I should do a little giveaway, honestly, because I have so much art supplies that are like unopened that I've gotten over the years and accumulated. So if y'all want that, comment down below and we can make that happen maybe. What else? Oh, Bristol board. That is what I used, and that's what I used to love to draw on. Look, this is my old drawings. Okay, I think I have everything to make this drawing happen, but I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working with so you can see what it takes to make a damn drawing that's not digital. Like, you need so much supplies, like damn. Anyways, we have our Bristol board paper. I don't know what size this is. I think it is a, 1 second, 7 by 10 inch. Little on the smaller side, but I start every drawing off pencil. I personally like a mechanical pencil because I don't have to constantly sharpen it. It's very thin, very small, and I don't have to worry about all that. So any mechanical pencil will do. I just found this one laying around. And then we have my little jar of colored pencils and markers, and I picked them out based on the drawing that we're gonna do because it's very warm and orangey. So we have some skin color Prismacolors, I think. Oh no, they're Copic. These are very old, and I'm honestly a little scared that they might run out of ink. Honestly, like they're very old. And then I swear by Prismacolor for colored pencils. They're so smooth. The colors are rich. It's a little waxy, but like I haven't found anything better, to be honest with you. Oh, and then I have a little sharpener. Gotta keep them sharp. And then this Faber-Castell, what is this called? Eraser. You know, normally I'm just tapping the pencil to erase, so this is gonna be...
It was scary.
It's okay, it's okay. Anyways, just like we do in my digital art, I'm going to first do the line art and the pencil sketch. So let's get this top view so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm getting right into the sketching part with my mechanical pencil. On digital, this is my favorite part because I can just go and fix it as many times as possible, erase, nothing's there. And I was already starting to get war flashbacks by drawing permanently. Like, it's scary. Like, now I have to worry about lines and eraser marks and all of that stuff. So I have to be extra careful when I'm drawing on paper, but like that's standard, so I don't know why I'm complaining. And since this is layer 1 of many, I like to do the pencil as lightly as I possibly can, which is why it might be a little hard to see at first, but trust that'll get better and you'll be able to see it. It's just for a moment. But like, this is what I'm talking about with the mechanical pencil. Like, there's no need to go constantly sharpen it. Plus, the mechanical pencil is usually pretty hard in terms of like the hardness of pencils, so it'll show up on paper lighter. If I remember correctly, it ranges from like super soft and dark, which is like 8B, to middle, which is like your standard HB pencil, up to like 6H. It might go higher, but I don't even know what's past 6H, to be honest with you. And now it was the moment of truth with the Copic markers to see if they still held up, and I was actually shocked that they did, and they still worked just as well as they did 5 years ago, and that gave me much more confidence to keep going. But as I was drawing, it really just started to take me back to 2018, 2019 era where I was pumping out drawings almost every single day in this style, and I really had my system down pat. Like, I had everything figured out, but even so, I can't even believe I was doing all this as much as I was. Like, it's so daunting to start something so permanent, and I feel like I kind of forgot that aspect of creating a little bit after drawing digitally for so long. I've had so many drawings where I just had to give up or restart halfway through after putting like hours of work into it, and there's no way I can just go back and like change the colors and layers and like realign the lines like I can in Procreate. And thinking about that just brought me back to art school, because our professors, especially freshman and sophomore year, made it a point to make us detach from our art. Like, if you're an artist, you know, like, you can't help feeling protective over your work. You put so much time and effort into it, you work on it for so long, perfecting it, but once you realize that there's no perfect in art, and the fact that you have the skills to make the same drawing that you did even though you put a bunch of time into it, like, once you realize that, it starts to break down that control and allows for like a more open and creative process. Not me getting all preachy and spiritual, but it's definitely something I noticed and needed to hear and remember, because I kind of forgot that as well. And then another thing that I rediscovered while working with markers and colored pencils again is that your drawing is gonna look like an actual jump scare, dumpster fire, trust the process kind of situation until the very end. Like it's not gonna look pretty, and you're gonna be like, wait, did I do something wrong? Like, did I mess up? But no, just keep going, keep drawing. It's all about the layering. Both these mediums work best when they're layered on top of each other. And a good tip is do the markers first, because markers bleed into the paper rather than sit on top of it like the pencils do. So I didn't touch a single pencil until I was really satisfied with the base marker layer. And then I went in with my Prismacolors. And I feel like every artist will have their own preferred variation of this, but my favorite way to layer both traditionally and digitally is to start with midtones first. Wherever the middle of your shadows and highlights are gonna be, like, pick a color between there and start with that. And then after I have that, I always add the shadows before the highlights and blend everything together. And then at the very end, I will do the highlights and the whites and all that stuff. And I know you might be sitting here like, no shit, like, that's how you do it, but some people start with the highlights first, or just skip the whole midtone thing altogether and just do everything in one. And I just genuinely don't understand how y'all do that. That scares me personally, and I just don't trust my skills that much. Like, that is crazy to me. But overall, I still love this style. This would definitely be my go-to medium if I didn't have digital. But I really just wanted to do this to prove to myself that I could do it still, even after all that time that's passed. And I'm not gonna sit here and say it's perfect. I definitely have things that I would change about it or fix or add or just like didn't get to. So don't come up here saying it looks different. Like, I know it looks different, but that's also like the beauty of traditional art. It's not supposed to look perfect. And I'm not saying that my digital art looks perfect either, but there's definitely, you know, distinctions. It's just different. It's different preferences, different styles. So yeah, let me send it back to IRL Zach. All right, guys, I finally finished. It's 11:56 p.m. I'm so exhausted from that. Let me show you guys a picture of what is going on with my desk right now. This is the real reason why I switched to digital. Like, it's so messy. Like, I don't know. Like, I love the clean, like, whatever. Oh my God. But you know what? It was fun. I don't know if I'd say I miss it per se, but I guess it's good to know that I can still do it to some extent, you know. I'm not gonna gas myself up that much. Like, digital art is definitely different. I don't know if I would say easy. I mean, yeah, it's a little easier, but I just needed to show y'all bitches every once in a while that, you know, it's not just digital up in here. Like, we're versatile. Sorry, I'm like talking quieter because everyone in my house is sleeping. But anyways, so thank you guys for watching this video. New videos posted every Wednesday. If you want to see my last video, it's gonna be right here, and stay tuned for more. I have so much more set up for y'all. So just stay tuned, subscribe, and I got you.